Years ago, when Daddy was only a little boy, I was only about age you, Nellie. I was about 6 or 7, and we used to always go picking blackberries. And we'd always go picking blackberries because we used to get a few pound. The blackberry man would come around, and we'd pick a bucket of blackberries, and he'd weigh them, and he'd give you some money then, and you'd be delighted with yourself. But one day, anyway, then the mammy said to me, "Come on, now we'll go get a few blackberries." So we had 2 buckets, kind of metal buckets. And we walked up to Granny's and over Donaghue's gate and down to the field and went into the first field, and we were picking away and we're up around the top part of the ditch and picking loads of blackberries. And there were cows in the field and we didn't mind the cows. The cows were grand. We were just kind of stand and look at you. And we had the buckets almost full, and we noticed that there was a bit of a rustle in the cows. They were kind of moving, they were making a bit of noise, like that. And didn't we see this big red lad? I said, and he was coming up, and then next minute didn't he start to run, and then he goes, "Cheers, Mick, quick, it's a bull, quick," and he shot up as quick as anything, lads, straight up at us, and the cows followed him, and we dropped the buckets and jumped down into the gripe and up the ditch, and climbed up and held onto a tree. And I was wearing a pair of shorts, and my little legs were torn off me. And Nanny goes, "Oh, jeez," Mick said, "That was close." And said, "What do we do now? How about our buckets?" And Nanny goes, "We won't be able to get them, Mick. That lad, he won't let us get back into that field." And I said, "But that's all my money for the blackberries." And I said, "Nothing we can do, Mick." And my little legs were scrapped. And next old bull, anyway, didn't know he did. He got his old nose and he went down to our buckets and he knocked over the buckets with his nose like this. And I was almost starting to cry. Next minute he got his old foot and he started stamping on him. And he stamped the blackberries and the buckets into shit and made it shit him. And didn't I take the cry anyway? And didn't Nanny say, "Oh, poor old Mick, come on." And we had to go home a different way, down by Ellie Max, down to that field. We walked along, and I was real sad until I got home. And the blackberry man just coming in the gate when I was coming in. And he says, "Why are you crying?" He says. I said, "I was up in the field picking blackberries for you. I wanted to buy you a toy, and I needed the money." I said, and I fucking stop farting, Eppie. I needed the money. And he says, "What kind of bucket do you have?" And I said, "I was a big silver bucket." I said, "How many blackberries? About that much?" And he said, "Right, sure, tell you what I'll do. That's probably about £3 worth, I'd say." He said, "You picked." And I said, "Yeah, probably right." He said, "Here, tell you what I'll do. I'll give you the £3 now, right? And I'll give you that £3. And tell you what you do. You go there during the week and you pick the blackberries for me. And then give me the blackberries next weekend and we'll call it quits." And I said, "Are you serious?" He said, "No bother at all." I said, "You do that for me." So I did that anyway, and I did that, went off and I bought my tie and I was delighted, and the man went off himself.
What
and
tie did you get?
A little tractor with a little digging thing in the back of it. You'd spin it around like left to right like that, and go out. It was like the digger that the young boy was driving the other day, for digging the hole. Mm-hmm. And it was like that for scraping, like that. Mm-hmm. And I bought the thing, and you know what happened after?
What?
The old bull. He was so annoying that actually the fellow who owned the bull got rid of him, Tom Donaghue. He got rid of him in the end. And they shipped him out to Spain, out for where there's bullfighting.
Yeah.
And he was out there, and he was called the Wexford Bull. And he was actually very good. He became a celebrity, and he died in old age because they couldn't kill him, because he used to kill, the matadors would hold up a big red cloth. Mm-hmm. And they tried to tease the bull. But sure, the bull was so good, he had a problem up the arse with their horns. But it was kind of cruel what they did. But he became very famous and he retired. And they gave him a whole big field to himself and loads of young cows. And he was a very, very, very happy bull. The end. Is that true? Is that a good story?
And you got loads of plasters.
Yep. For my little sore legs.